One thing we all forget to do is to celebrate our success when we have wins, when we're on this path of losing weight, when you're on this journey. We all forget at times to celebrate the successes and the wins. And anybody who's been on this path, as you know, they realize that this is not an easy thing to do. It takes hard work, it takes dedication, and it takes a person who is really determined and is clear on why they want to lose weight. They have that clear vision. So I'm sure you've experienced this yourself. So that's why it's so important for this reminder to celebrate your successes and your wins, because something about human nature, we're really good at beating ourselves up for some reason. I'm not sure why, and it's something we all kind of deal with. And if we do make a mistake, maybe we eat something we shouldn't have, or it's not necessarily a good thing, right? Because we're trying to keep momentum. But at the same time, what happens is that when we beat ourselves up, a lot of times it does more damage than actually good, because we do want a good sense of if I eat this thing I shouldn't eat, then there's a consequence, which is you lose your momentum and you get a little bit discouraged. So there is a consequence, but we don't want to get that confused with, okay, now I have to beat myself up. Now I have to feel bad for the rest of the day, because that's really what messes up our whole journey and our whole plan, and all the progress. And I use the word momentum a lot just because it's such a good term. It's like imagine a snowball rolling down a hill, and once you get that thing rolling, it just gets bigger and bigger, and that's how progress is. And when we beat ourselves up, it's almost like stopping all the progress and then starting with a small snowball again. And and so this is easier said than done, as you already know, and most of us have already experienced that it's easier said than done not to beat ourselves up, not to compare ourselves to someone else. And we're always calling ourselves, oh man, I'm such a loser, I can't believe I did that. But the truth is, that's just the reality of the journey. And and what we need to do to combat that is really to celebrate the great things that you have done. So even after you make a mistake, instead of letting it fester and thinking about it, try to celebrate all the things you have done, all the work that you have put into um, getting healthy and losing weight, all the work that you have put into planning out your meals, or putting in your exercise, or even no matter how small the success is, we want to highlight that in our lives. And by doing that, it actually gives us more momentum. It gives us more progress than beating ourselves up when we do mess up. So that's just a basic reminder that we all kind of need to keep going, because it's not easy, but we do need to celebrate our successes. Now, one thing that can help that is finding a support group or some friends that really understand, or people who are on the same journey, which that's another basic reminder as well. But it's so important to have someone else with us that can understand. And when it comes to beating ourselves up and then celebrating our successes, having someone else is really good, because we see it from the outside. So the person, our friend, or a group of people we're with, they're always beating themselves up, and from an outsider's viewpoint, you probably see the more positive side, and you can bring that out. You can say, well, no, look at all these things that you're doing, and you're not really doing that bad, from an outsider's viewpoint. So that's why it's important to have someone else. And then if you have a friend or the people, they can help you see the good side of yourself as well. We always tend to judge ourselves harder than other people judge us. So again, I don't want to go kind of repeat myself too much, but that's just the basic reminder that we all need. And make sure to celebrate your successes. Look at yourself like other people look at you. Look at um, the positive side, and not always the negative side. And easier said than done, I realize, but continue to try to apply this, and then with more practice, you'll get better at it, so that you can continue to keep your momentum and stay encouraged to keep on the journey to losing weight. So hopefully this little video helped you out. Thank you for listening and have a great day.